practice number 9 coming out of the break. It was cold. It was definitely chilly, a little change than where the weather was before we got out of here, with it kind of being overcast, rainy, and cold. I'll tell you what, I walked off and I kind of wear my emotions on my sleeve a little bit, and I was a little disappointed in the scrimmage on Wednesday, just in the overall effort, attitude, and the energy in the practice. And you know, it's a standard we talk about that we've got to reach, and at the same time we got to coach and we got to teach. And I think it was a great teaching opportunity for us to go through that scrimmage and for them to understand what our expectations are. And I thought they bounced back and had a great practice today, especially coming off a break and with the weather being the way it was today.
Coach, you released your depth chart today. I know it's a moving object.
Agreed. Right now it is.
And
sure.
Just talk about that process. I'm sure you got your coaches together. What was it like?
Well, I mean, and I wanted to wait until we had the opportunity to meet with the team because it is moving right now. And you know, we were trying to find a 2 deep with our offensive line, and we're trying some that have been playing tackle at guard, some from guard at tackle. If we had to play a game tomorrow, I'm not sure we'd line up the way it is right now, but we have the opportunity to move some guys around and see some of the moving pieces. And so right now it's an evaluation from scrimmage 1. I told them there'd be another one in scrimmage 2, and that depth chart will constantly move. I had a chance to meet with the team and be able to put everything together just want everybody to understand where they are right now after scrimmage 1. That if we were to play tomorrow, this is who we think are starters. These are guys that right now are backup, and there's some great competition going on right now. I think Scotty and Ryan have a heck of a competition going on at quarterback right now. I think there's a good competition going on, some good competitions going on on the offensive line, and there's some really good competitions going on in a lot of the positions across the board. But I think it was really beneficial to be able to put it in a depth chart form at this point, even though it'll change a little bit more before we're done with spring.
What was more of the process like? Did y'all look through the film, or was it? Did you do it immediately after the film, or what was it?
No, we watched the film. We graded the film, and then I met with everybody before we left to go spend some time with our families for Easter, and went through it and talked in depth about every position. Probably met with the offensive staff for about 2 hours discussing the grades and the depth chart and where we were and who we were going to try where and some of the options that we had, and the same thing with the defensive staff. And so grading the film, it's a long process. I mean, you're grading every player, every play. Every player is getting a job grade, a technique grade, a productivity grade, missed assignments, loafs, techniques, you know, I mean, so it's a long process of going 152 plays. It took a long time to grade that film, but it was well worth it because it's an invaluable teaching tool for us right now as a new staff.
What do you think you learned the most about your team whenever you were evaluating them like that?
You know, I think it wasn't as much about the team and probably as many excitements that I had. Probably had some disappointments as well, not necessarily in just an individual, but where we are, you know, at positions, because we weren't trying to get an overall view of where are we as an offense. You know, we were trying to get the ball to this guy, run it to the left, and I want to see him block point of attack, those type of things. And there's some positions that were probably better than I thought we were coming into the scrimmage, and there's probably some positions that I don't feel that we're where we need to be right now.
What are some of those positions that you really want to see?
Well, I mean, like I was really pleased with the depth of the offensive line, the number of guys that we have there. I was really pleased with the depth of the offensive line. I don't think we're as productive in space as we need to be as an offensive football team. When I start looking, past a couple of Kenneth Dixon's run, I don't think we made a lot of things happen at the running back position, and I don't think we made a whole lot of plays on the perimeter outside of a couple of deep balls that Paul Turner made. So I think there's, on the offensive side of the ball, pleased with the way that a little bit of the depth up front, but don't think we need to be more productive. And the same thing with the defensive front. I think there's some guys up front that shows that we have a lot of experience, a lot of guys that have played, but I don't think the skill positions on defense were near as productive as we need to be.
How important was it today? I mean, there are a lot of reasons for the team to come out slow and loaf it out like they did last week. How important was it with only 15 practices this spring to come out and have the type of practice you had today?
Well, and a lot of times when you give them 5 or 6 days off and they come back, it's very sluggish, it's very slow. But I think the point we made from the scrimmage and having the opportunity to condition a little bit at the end of practice kind of helps everybody understand the tempo we want. And I thought they bounced back today. And one of the things, talking about what do you learn about your team? Every day you learn something. They're competitive. Boy, they bounced back today, and I was really proud of the way they came out here and competed today on a day when it's cold and rainy and wet, and they've had a break, and they came out here and did a great job.
Some game days will be like today.
Yep.
What do you feel about the ball handling, just the way they handle the rain? And cold?
Yeah, I mean, probably not evaluating all that as much right now as like just their attitude that's out here. Is their attitude competitive? Is their attitude, I don't want to be here? And I thought their attitude, like I told y'all the other day, I thought their attitude was really positive today. I mean, I thought they had some energy. They were working through it. Yeah, some guys, we didn't catch the ball the way I'd like to, and we'll get a chance to work wet ball drills and those type of things when we get into fall camp.
You can talk a little bit more specifics, of course, about the gunslinger, the quarterback. What did you see out of those two today?
Today we worked some different things. We worked red zone where the windows get tighter. We worked a lot more pressure today. Probably weren't near as accurate or didn't have the completion percentage today that we've been having. But again, some of that is catches, drops, weather, cold, reads, pressure, seeing pressure for the first time. These are, every day we're out here, are great teaching moments for these guys in the offense and the defense. And they come out here and work like they did today, they'll keep getting better.